Hey everybody, it's Greg Colossal, and I'm on I don't know what number video here in my little business college that I'm inventing online. I wanted to extend to you a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. Hopefully, you had an enjoyable little run there. Today's video is a quick one. It's really talent versus skill. When people open businesses or think of businesses, they believe in talent and skills. And I will tell you that you can open a business around either one. Um, it's pretty amazing when you use a talent to buy a house. And a talent is, I'm talented. It took me a long time to realize that because of what I can do in music. I can produce and perform and sing and play and direct and conduct. And I mean, I can do unusually musical things on a grand scale. The reason that it's considered a talent and not a skill is because if you found 100 people on the street, 90 of them could not do, maybe even more, what I can do in that area. Now, I'm not special. There's nothing special about that because everyone has a version of a talent. Mine I used to make money with. I decided to try to build a business with, and it worked. It was a spectacular idea. Now, it doesn't mean much, really. I'm not any different than anyone else. But the thing about talent is it can't ever really be taken from you. Um, you can take away skills, but you can't take away talent. The body and mind could be of little use, but inside of the hurting body still lies that talent. If you have a skill, let's say you can put on a roof unbelievably well. Sometimes if your hands go, your skill is gone. And it's kind of a stupid comparison, but it doesn't matter how you live your life. Are you skilled? Are you talented? Are you neither? You could still be in business. But I want to show you the difference, or at least kind of expose you to the fact that skills and talents are the leading attributes of business. That is why there's usually just like one leader, one founder. He's going on his skills and talents. Is coding a talent? I don't think so. I think it's a skill. So Zuckerberg and Gates and all these computer guys are operating on skills. Was Michael Jordan skilled or talented? I would say he was talented. I don't know, Bonnie Raitt and Michael Jackson, are they skilled or talented? I would say they're talented. Anyway, I keep going down this road. I think you get it. Is Michelangelo skilled or talented? I would say he's almost both, but he's really highly skilled. He's highly, highly skilled. Da Vinci, highly, highly skilled. Now, I don't have any proof of what I'm saying is real, but these are just little ways to measure these two ideas. All right? Okay, so what is your skill and what is your talent? Is that what you're going to try to use in order to build your business? I highly recommend you do. If you're super organized to like a degree where people envy it and you can map out stuff, and I mean, if you're super, super organized, you're going to use that talent in your business and you'll be better off for doing it. I had to hire organized people because I'm a mess of that stuff. So you want to take your skill, organization, or sales, or personality, or whatever it is, and put it at the forefront of the business. And know, since it's you, since you're paying for everything, since you're going to do this thing, you might as well use your best talents forward. I'm a piano player singer. So what I did was I raged at the piano and sang and sang and sang and sang. And the kids caught on and the kids started singing their brains out. And I invented all these little maniac singers who just wanted to sing. Not because I said, okay, everybody, it's time to turn into a maniac singer. It's because I was singing my heart out in front of them. And I'd say, you try it, you go. And the nucleus of the business was some of the most beautiful music I ever made. The first 28 kids who trusted me was like the nucleus of the rest of the business. They were not ballet dancers because their 300-pound leader was not a ballet dancer. You see? So I understood who I was and who my strengths were. I wasn't going to deny them or change them or just be like, no, it's ballet or nothing, because I would have destroyed my own ambition, my own energy moving forward. So I want you to analyze your skills and talents and be really hard on yourself, okay? Because that is going to be the rise or demise of your company. It's just how it works. Which moves me into, well, should I do it? Well, I guess I'm going to tell you this. Which moves me into addiction. Something that isn't nice to say about business is that business attracts a lot of addicts. Now, don't think of an addict as a drug addict in an alley shooting needles. That's one kind. But an addict is someone who is compulsively out of control with a repetitive action that self-soothes them and is shameful because they do it so much in a way. That's really basically an addict. That could be food, sex, drugs, alcohol, and on and on. Now, business shelters the revealing of that stuff I just listed. Because if you don't have a boss, no one's going to say, "Hey, I think you're doing a little bit too much drinking at night. Can you cut that down?" You're the boss. No one's going to say that to you. So, inside of starting a business, you're going to attract people who live these kind of lifestyles. Now, it's not just in business and it's not bad, but you won't even know it's happening, especially if, like, I'm not a drinker. I drank a little bit in my 20s. I drank aggressively in my 20s. But by 30, I'm good with it. It's, 20 years have passed and I'm not really a drinker. It doesn't interest me much at all. Okay, some people are extremely addicted to drinking. Now, inside, they'll come into your business. You won't even know that they are alcoholics. And I don't even like to use that word, but their drinking is habitual. So they're part of your work day. They're sitting down with you. You're doing at work, and you don't even know, but you start to realize everywhere they go, they have a cup. They bring a cup with them. And it's not coffee. It's 3 p.m. And then you start to understand what can happen as a business owner. These people are not evil or bad or nothing like that. But when you don't have a lot of money, it's really tricky to fund the work of someone who's got ulterior dreams, which is to be drunk. And so this will happen to you. And when it first happens to you, it is a very painful thing. I remember when this first happened to me. This person was great and dynamic and loved and, talented and just a cool person. But this person needed to drink throughout the day in order to control a version of addiction. And so I could figure that out, and it wasn't good for children. So I grew up in a family business in construction, and let me tell you, I saw a lot of that. I mean, a profound amount of chemical dependency, which is when you're a little boy, you don't understand it, and you love the guy. He's like one of your dad's workers, and he's bringing you Twinkies and ring dings or whatever, and he'd think he's cool, but then you figure out in a few months, wow, he's only cool after he sips in that canister, and then eventually you smell it, and the cycle is just sad. We know it with cigarette smokers. It's a very obvious addiction. But you have to understand something. You don't have the time or the facilities, the energy or the money to put these people on the straight and narrow. You can't do that. You really can't. You might get lucky, but you probably won't. You'll be destroyed. Not destroyed because these energies want to destroy you. Somewhat. Sometimes they do because they actually some addicted folks envy sober people. Not all, but some. And they think, who do you think you are with your perfect life and your easy this? And they don't know anything about you, but they do come up with a story and persecute you, maybe sometimes, even though you didn't do anything. Now you're trying to have them in your job, in your business, and your kindness and your good heart, and it's happening in front of clients. You're starting to see, vendors not show up or student or clients not re-register. And so you're like, wow, they have a horrible experience. Well, you didn't know, but this person had some energy that didn't fit the vibe. And you still love it. You don't understand it because you don't have that. You want to go into their home or their friends and say, this person's bad. Now, it's not always nice to assume that the energy and the behaviors I'm talking about are directly connected to addiction. But I will tell you that they sometimes are. They often are. And I've been a victim of that many times because I don't even see it coming. Okay? So I want you to be very aware of your own addictions because you are just like them. We're all the same. It's just we have different shades of gray. You know what I mean? You might be doing something repeatedly and shamefully and doggedly and stuff and think, well, I'm not high, so therefore I'm better. I'm not drunk, so therefore I'm better. But your deviant, repetitive action will see the light of day. It's the beauty of surviving. It's horrible when it happens. You don't even know what's happening, but it will come to light. Now, let's say it's gambling. And you kept raising your prices every 3 months. Even your clients were like, geez, this is getting a little out of control. Like I love Greg and I love this school, but he just every 90 days it goes up like 15%. Well, after a couple years of that, you can see what your gambling addiction has done. You have taken from the wallets of innocent people for a service that you believe should continue increasing because you're losing at the blackjack table. So I think you understand what I'm trying to get at. Inside a business, all of these energies hide. And I want you to be realistic. And whatever your business is, be realistic about who's around you. If someone goes to the bathroom all the time, and I had to learn this the hard way, they are usually doing something wrong. Very seldom is it a medical condition. Okay, but you can find out if it is, but most of the time, 95% of the time, if they're under 40, they're doing something nefarious. Even if it's just not working and it's just trying to get a break by acting like they're using the bathroom. So don't be naive and don't be destructive and don't be scary, but know that you might have someone in your midst that is hurting. I'm gonna stop with that. I think I was about to go into another topic. I'm gonna save it for the next video. So be honest with yourself. And in business, it's a great time to get sober, to get new habits, to get clean. You're away from a lot of people that maybe if you were in a building, in corporate, you'd be surrounded by cubicles and people who might be judging you. But in small business, you're going to be alone from right when you wake up pretty quickly. And that's the time to say, I don't want to be drunk anymore. I don't want to eat fried food every morning. I don't want to drink 14 cups of coffee before 9 a.m. I'm not going to go on Pornhub, for 2 hours before I go to work. I'm not going to wake up at 6 but not get out of bed until 11. So whatever the habit is, and we're hard on addicts, and I don't even see addiction as a chemical anymore. I see it as a self-soothing trait because we're all hurting so bad. So it's a great time. There's well, I don't want to embarrass her, but I'm keeping my eye on a young lady from afar who I knew when she was young, who went through the hell of hell, and who's come out on the other side as a solo entrepreneur. And it's pretty amazing what I'm seeing. And she's a human. She's going to be flawed and screwed up and sad and crying. But I think she's going to be a great example of what I've been trying to tell people to do. And I didn't have anything to do with it. I just been watching it from afar. All right, I'm going to stop with that. I'm Greg Colossal, and this is like video number. Bye.